When you look at these images, what is the first thing you feel? Is it the serenity of nature or a vague dread born of the silence? This is Abkhazia, a land once hailed as the Soviet Riviera. It was a sanctuary for Stalin and the Soviet elite. But today, these colossal buildings stand like the skeletal remains of giants, abandoned amidst an endless sea of green. In psychology, there is a particular discomfort with abandoned spaces. Our minds instinctively try to fill these voids with memories we never even lived. In these hollow hallways, we almost hear the echoes of laughter and footsteps that vanished decades ago. These structures are neither alive nor truly dead. They are trapped in a liminal space, a haunting state of limbo. Grandeur under the rubble. Look at these pillars. Soviet architecture was designed to project power and permanence. In the 1930s, this was the pinnacle of progress, from the coal mines of Tquarcheli to luxury hotels adorned with exotic palms. But what happens when overnight the world simply stops? In 1991, as the Soviet Union collapsed, this subtropical paradise turned into a battlefield. Neighbors who had shared tea for generations suddenly stood against each other. The result? A population that plummeted from 500,000 to less than half. Psychological insight. When people are forced to flee their homes, they leave behind an emotional footprint. Seeing a single worn-out shoe or a doll gathering dust in these ruins triggers our mirror neurons. We subconsciously feel the stress of the former inhabitants. This is why watching these images feels so hauntingly addictive. Nature versus civilization. We move through the deep shadows of the Shakuran and Hashupse canyons, where the thunderous roar of the Velikan waterfall is the only thing breaking the silence. Here, nature is aggressively reclaiming its territory. Creeping vines act like green veins, slowly crushing the concrete walls. This confrontation forces us to face a bitter truth, the transience of civilization. Watching the forest swallow human engineering reminds us of how fragile our world is without constant care. It creates a sense of existential anxiety, a reminder that time is the ultimate destroyer. Ghost towns and political limbo. Towns like Polyana are now nothing more than sets for a post-apocalyptic film. Yet some residents remain, living in homes that are half collapsed. They exist in a state of political uncertainty, a country recognized by only a few, almost invisible on global maps. Why does a vacant home disturb us more than a pile of rubble? Because a home with furniture still inside challenges our concept of domestic security. In psychology, the home is a symbol of the self. When a home decays, it feels as though a piece of human identity is collapsing with it. A legacy of dust. Today, Abkhazia is an open-air museum of buried dreams, a land lost between the pages of history, where only the flickering footage of cameras remains to witness its haunting beauty. These buildings may never see life again, but they stand tall to tell a story a story of how ideologies crumble and borders shift, but the Earth always finds a way to reclaim its course.